Today, I tell you a terrifying tale. One of Carletta Andrews. Now, Carletta Andrews is kind of an interesting case. You know, she was having a good day. She goes over to the Patron. The Patron, if you didn't know, is this Virginian restaurant that serves booze. All right, specifically margaritas, stuff like that. You know, they aren't hand over fist, selling moonshine or like the triple X bottles from like the fucking cartoons. But she gets a margarita. She sits down. She starts taking sips, and then in the middle of taking sips, she places it down, and a snake falls in there. Now, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of you and me, we all have kind of the same question. How the fuck a snake gonna get there?
And I noticed that something hit me on the forehead, and I looked at my husband like, what was that? And when I turned around, I saw the snake in my margarita.
She calls the restaurant. She calls the manager. He's like, hey, what's going on? What's the problem? And she's like, fucking snake ended up on my drink. And he was like, oh, that's a little bit odd. We'll take it off for you. The drink came free, and same with your meal. That left people scratching. Huh. Where exactly did this fucking snake come from? Snakes don't just magically appear. You know what I mean? Maybe it was Lucifer himself, returning to his old form to go fuck with some random lady in Virginia. The greatest conclusion we can come up with is something like this. That the vent that the baby snake had fallen from was probably where the snake laid its eggs, but they still have no clue where the fuck the snake came from. They have no idea. Today, we discovered another unsolved mystery. I hope Ryan and Shane truly cover this one. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk to you about. Have a good night.